life has presumably changed, because now you've got two kids. That a couple of people, Becky Chunasing and Leslie Lewis, they want to know how your priorities have changed and how you fit running in.
Well, it does get a little difficult, and especially being sleep deprived, having another newborn with a 2-year-old. I've gotten used to pushing a jogger quite a bit. So Raven's 26 pounds, so it's a lot of good resistance training. I try to find that balance. I carry a lot on my back, so some days are not fully running; they're like hiking up mountains. So I have to be creative with workouts from time to time, because Jenny and I we do a lot of the childcare for our children, and we try to keep them home as much as possible. And it does get tricky, and writing a book and working and trying to find, I don't know. Some days I don't know how we do it, but I think having children, you learn to be adaptable and you find ways to be creative, just so that you can, get your workouts in, but also get life in. Life is busy and crazy, and you have to be creative. So whether you have kids or not, I always used to think that I didn't have enough time in the day, but then when you have kids, it really makes you realize I have zero time to do things. But they're also, they provide so much enjoyment and perspective, and I can't wait. We've taken Raven across the Grand Canyon. We still do a lot, and I think don't let the children limit you. Goals have to change, workouts have to change, but the atmosphere of getting out in the outdoors, or pursuing your passions, you just might have to have another 20 pounds on you, or pushing another 20 pounds when you're out for workouts, which I've learned. So it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome, the way that you're incorporating them into your lifestyle. And so Deborah Allam says, are the children following in your footsteps for running and veganism? I saw on Facebook that Raven did her first little mini children's race with you guys. That was really cute. So yeah, are they following in your footsteps?
Yeah, we just try to make sure that they have fun out in the outdoors. And Raven right now, she, I think, loves to jump on rocks and climb on rocks. Her mileage isn't real high for getting out and hiking, but she just loves to explore, and we just really want to make sure that being outside is fun for her as much as possible. And so, but she does love to keep moving on the trail too. She's a go-getter. So I think kids will take on those things and like them, as long as you keep it fun and interesting. And if they see you as a role model, that always helps too. So I feel, make sure that you find those ways to keep it fun. And then we also, from the vegan side of things, we've been raising Raven vegan for the most part. She's had, early on, we wanted to introduce certain things so she wouldn't be allergic or have some crazy reaction to certain types of food. So she was, we've never had to feed her meat, but we've introduced her to the common allergens, dairy, eggs, just so she has had a little bit of that. But outside of that, she's pretty much vegan. And even traveling with her, she's learned she just loves, beans, and she loves spicy food. We eat a lot of ethnic food, so she's gotten used to a wide range, I think, in palate. Who knows? She might just want French fries and water like I did as a kid. Eventually, I remember kids are interesting. They love something one minute and not the other. So as long as she's with us, we're going to try to keep raising her vegan. And there'll be times, I'm sure, where she's at friends' houses eating whatever. But it'll be hard to control everything. And again, we'll just try to keep food fun. I think just like running or being outside, you have to keep it fun and interesting for kids.
That's good advice, I think. Very good advice. So Cliff Dell wants to know, what is your next challenge? We talked a little bit about that earlier, but can you even say anything? Have you got a bit of a clue, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I have to sort it out with Jenny. I have some desires to do another big long trail or something that involves a lot of miles. And sometimes I think it might be international. Sometimes I've thought about keeping it here in the U.S., exploring more of our land around us. So I wish I could tell you. I'm still in that brainstorming phase. But all I can say is it's going to be something big, and we'll be hauling 2 kids with us next time. And Castle Black will be even more crammed, a little crazier, but we're excited, and Jenny's game too.
So would you, like Dave Irwin's saying, would you be tempted to go for the AT record in the opposite direction another time? Or is that a flat no?
Sometimes I have been, thinking like, oh, it'd be so good to do, we'd learn so much, things we do differently. But to be honest, Jenny has said, no, we got to do something different. We can't do the AT again. But part of me, when I was out helping Speed Goat the next year and just learning what I did on the first run, definitely would go southbound. So if I ever did do it again, I would probably follow in his footsteps of going southbound, definitely. But we'll see. I'm kind of agree with Jenny. Like, once you've done something, it's fun to go back and try it again. But there's also something to be said about going and trying something new, trying a new challenge.
What about Europe? Tim Ryle says, have you been to Europe to do any of the big races, or do you fancy any of them?
Oh, definitely. I love, racing in Europe. I've done the Ultra Trail Tour de Mont Blanc. I've raced the Spartathlon. I've done some classics, but there's definitely some routes. Jenny and I have always wanted to do the GR20 over in Corsica. Just
Me
from
too.
A backpack. So, bringing the kids and doing something like that seems really intriguing. Maybe not for a speed record. I don't know. Speed record with 2 kids and that sort of thing
Yeah.
would be the challenge. But definitely there's a lot of routes in Europe that I'd love to check out more. And I think that's the thing too, is the races are a lot of fun, but there's so many adventure runs I want to do. And I'm kind of in that phase right now where there's so much to explore. And the races are great and good tools to push me a little further. But right now I'm in this adventure run mode.
Well, you've got a lot of invitations to come to the UK here. Northbound Driftwood wants to know whether you want to do the Ramsey Round. We've got Martin Pern saying, what are you doing on the 16th of September? You're invited to the Vegan Runners UK Stockport 10K takeover. 150 plus vegan runners will be there. I bet he's not been in a race with that many vegans before. Is that
awesome.
true?
I'd love to join. And there's also, I know in Wales, they have the vegan ultra.
Yeah, Kirsch Bowker's asking, when are you coming over for that one?
I definitely want to come over. I love Wales and Snowdonia. I've ventured around there with my buddy Ricky Gates. And I've done a good portion of the Paddy Buckley round. So that's on my list, as well as getting up north. I definitely want to do the Ramsey Round. So these are the challenges, not necessarily the formal races that I'm really interested in. So looking forward to some of those. And I love the UK, the fell running scene is amazing. I got over to Ireland a couple of years ago and just love exploring the traditions and the culture. So, and it doesn't hurt to have good beer and good food. I know it's a little trickier as vegans, but one thing about the UK is there's plenty of Indian food and ethnic food over there. It's getting better. Beans and toast aren't bad as well. So
yeah, veganism is really taking off over here. It's a real Instagrammy kind of 20-year-old thing. It's really taking off. There's a lot more vegan food available. It's really good.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. And Becky Chinnising wants to know, she says, please ask him to come to the UK soon on his book tour.
Oh, well, and we've been working that out, trying to sort out when I'm going to make it over. But talking to my UK publisher, we definitely want to make that happen. So stay tuned. We'll make a trip over.
That would be fantastic.
Like I said, I always love coming to the UK, and there's always great running, so we'll combine it.
It would be really great to run with you again.
It was a pleasure to have you on the Bob Graham Round. Yeah, Thank you. And again, thanks to all the fans over there. I love the UK and can't wait to get back.